You guys, take it away.
Thank you very much, Matchroom. Yes, indeed. Welcome one, welcome all. We are moving into the bottom 16. My name is Sim. This is Froz. Froz, it's an early start for us over here in Europe, but I tell you what, we've got an absolute barn burner installed. 8 games, and essentially 4 out of the first 5 top-performing teams so far at this event. It's primed to be a pretty belting set of matches.
Yeah, I mean, it might be early. All you need is a little bit of coffee and you're all good. But yeah, as you're saying, this might be the best bottom 16 mix of teams we have right now. With so many top teams being down here, this is going to be interesting. I want to see, are they going to be farming kills or are they going to be farmed by the other ones? Because we still have a few teams down here, like Burram, that we've always seen them struggling getting the wins, but at the same time, they're so good at fighting that you just want to see them fight all the time because they keep on just killing people.
Well, as we kind of mentioned before, we are getting closer towards the end of this competition. Still a few weeks left. Ooh, circle. Okay, down south, down south. We'll touch on it a little bit more, but kind of set it up and see where we're at and see how things are lying on now. We do have the weekly finals coming after this, but things are starting to get kind of down to the line, how you can prepare yourself for the weeks going forward, especially in this one. There's very limited amounts of land that are good holds that you can take currently with FaZe and Fury controlling those main spots. A lot of them hoping that maybe the circle move more north. That's why we have still at least 4 or 5 teams that are outside the circle even on this transition period. God V, a few shots onto TSM, and TSM have been keeping a track of 4am. It's kind of a parallel transition at this point. Some damage is done to players while traveling. It's actually Vard, unfortunately, will be the first one to fall. Tries to make landfall over by Furious compound. Miraku's damaged up, and that's from the previous engagement off the back of 4am. Okuri, that's a banger of a shot straight to the back of the head, and at 50% HP, there's nothing really you can do about that. TSM going to have to pull up and try and do something here because they are just being pretty much pincered from all angles. If Byron get the heal off, fair play might just be out the line of sight of Godby on the hill, but I tell you what, Wookie Bookie absolutely isn't. With the grenade down, that could be all she wrote for one of these players, if not 2, with a little bit of damage done across the board. Necro onto God Meow. Another player tries to try and do something on the side of Boomerang. Transitions out in the open. That's a good nade. Finds Iroh. 50% HP once again, and really, there's nothing he can do about this. With the level 3 vest, there is a bit of a defensive stance he can go down, laying on the floor, try and avoid those nades as much as humanly possible, but ultimately, as soon as he stands up, if 4am don't shoot him, well, Detonation Gaming White probably will.
The hard thing for TSM here is that they tried to do a rotation towards the center. They wanted to get in, and in this current circle, there's so much open space. There's not a lot of compounds, so they were trying to go for something where they thought there wouldn't be as many people. And this was, oh, there we go, TSM out on 16th place here in the first game. But they were trying to go for a place because it's so open right now in the circle.
Turtle's the first victim that falls on the side of LG Divine. That's FaZe putting up a bit of a stance. See the commitment on the second one as well, so Levi's also falls, and that's just seeing them across the road from there. They haven't actually pulled up on it. That's just a transitional knock, but the ones that are going down, it's going to be in front of our face. This fight is about to unfold. You've got Boomerang, AAA, K7, all within reaching distance of one another. At the moment, Xenan is down for K7, so the revive is probably not possible given the blue in the position that it's actually in, and the problem for everyone else is the second they start running, it's just lambs to slaughter. This is not good. Everyone is just scattered into the wind at present. You can see Lou's actually chiming in to steal this one up. Some shots from a distance will come. Janku has to fall back for now because of the blue being here, so eventually they have to get in these vehicles and maybe get the hell out of dodge. There's not a lot everyone can do, and for both sides, this is just utter disaster. This is just messy. Everyone else is just picking them apart from the sidelines while they just have the fight go toe-to-toe. I can see E36 is behind all of this, just shooting into the distance. Noadra's had to hold his ground because nothing else really he can do, and ultimately puts the nail in the coffin for K7. They look like they were in a better position compared to everyone else. They were the ones holding back AAA. Noadra puts a second nail in the coffin for a second team, so it's job done for them. I think he's the only player left. I didn't quite catch it there for his team anyway, so ultimately could be spelling disaster once he moves forward. IQ 500, finds under, down one Kia. While it does not an actual death, this grenade, if he finds that little dip that they're in, That'll be 3 players just being expelled from the server.
That would be great to see. But yeah, it's hard for Kia to actually look up towards Division X Gaming there as well. Because as soon as they start looking over that little ridge line towards the road there, that's when you're going to see STK on the top shooting at them. So that's going to be super hard. Spyro finding another 4AM member, but Lou getting back there a little bit. Now 4AM down to only Xiao Lu left. And it's going to be rough, but it looks like he's going to get away. We got a new circle. It's going to go to the south. And as you can see, a lot of the teams are already inside, but some of the teams still need to find a way in here. Blue trying to get that nade on the Hyrus, and he's going to find him. Ooh, he does seem... Ooh, that's a good nade. Now,
They don't want
2
this,
left on
Bros.
VP.
They don't want this. This is like he's been such a nuisance. He's distracting them completely. This has allowed Furia to step into the back lines for VP. They've just been, that's 3. Oh my word. He's just picking them apart from up high. They committed to the low ground, and Virtus prone, unfortunately, stands up to the name or lays down, whichever way you want to kind of look at it, and they fall in the ditch. 3 players being taken away from Lou. 1 member single-handedly just breaking everything they were trying to put together. That allows all of a sudden Furia just to step up to the plate. They walk in, they clean up, and 4AM, I'm surprised, as a 2-man band has somehow managed to outlive them. This nade should be good given how little health Gen.G actually has. And it's a perler, it's perfect. Down he goes, that 2 spots that one. For under, I mean, it's a matter of putting the smoke down, seeing how we can actually survive this one. And for Lou, it's, you know what, let's just, if we can't go forward for us, we'll do it backwards. It's totally fine.
Oh my, are you kidding me? Xiao Lu, he actually gets Volibear on that one. He just turned on him. He gets the finish as well. He flushes him. Now it's only okay, Sia does find him. But that was, Xiao Lu. How do
That's
they
disgusting.
let him do that? How?
That's actually disgusting. Holy, what a turn that was. Very little HP as well.
That is why 4AM, that is why Xiao Lu is one of the best in the game. He showed us that, that's for sure. Not only did he manage to take out VP, of course, with a little bit of help of Furia, but he also managed to get away from that fight and then take another point out there to the team. And they go out, sure, on a 10th place, but they did get 5 kills overall. So not a bad start for 4AM at all.
See, damage has been done to Purdy Curdy. That's going to be the Molotovs, and he's very weakened as well. So second one might spell disaster, especially if he's going and trying to commit the hard res. You can't see these molars in smoke, so you're going to have to be super, super careful. For now, Halo's actually managing to avoid the fire. Pure Boy is giving away his position, and I'm assuming someone eventually will be making it, but just as I look at that map instantly, everyone is just magnetizing towards the north. FaZe are going in for this. They want the clean and sweep. Like, for one team, there's potential to get so many frag points here. Everybody is just kicking the living hell out of one another towards the northern side of the map, and FaZe is just slowly encroaching on their position.
FaZe, they've seen it, they've heard it, and now they want to be part of it. They gets one, Gustav gets the first one, going with the nade here, and AT gets the second one. Now it's only 2 left on DGW here, standing. FaZe just wipes them out, and that's it. That's some 3 points for FaZe. Now they can work their way in, but don't forget GX. They've been here the whole time. They're having their high ground. They've been looking at you, and they've just been waiting for this opportunity to pick apart on FaceTime right now.
Indigo finally working his way in there. Tunnel vision on this fight, and rightfully so for us. He really could be a dagger in the back.
Well, Indigo is just going to wait for the right moment. Actually, he's going to go for it right now and think, yeah, he does find Amonat, and now E46, they got to be careful. We see that Sylphia and Sato, they're still just turning straight back towards the back now. Look at it. Sato goes down as well to Indigo, and now E46 in a bad position with STK seeing this as well. They might be pushing. But no, Indigo goes out to Gustav, actually. But look at the map. GX, they've spotted this, they've heard this, and they want to be part of it now. They are looking to find themselves into a better position. And E46, they were just 4 players up. Now they're down to 2 and in a bad position as well. Playing in the low ground there, being basically pinched by all the other teams right now.
A bit of a domino effect, unfortunately, for STK there. Sylvia comes in with a bolt action, 1 player knocks, and then all of a sudden it's time for them to push. Indigo then says, you know what, everyone's getting involved. Let's also get involved. Flashbangs are well and truly in abundance. STK are just dabbing at the moment, completely wiping their brows, and same goes for Sylphia on the opposing side, but it's Leo from up high. And we said third parties are going to be well and truly in abundance for this fight. Everyone else is grouped up into a corner. Enter Force 36 will fall. 10 frags. Double digits already for FaZe Clan. They've just been having an absolute field day.
I'm not sure. SDK is making a great move here, actually walking on the low ground. Because now, when they got the distraction of FaZe Clan, GX might actually pull up on FaZe Clan here. We'll just gotta wait and see what's gonna happen. Ooh, Uba finds Ayla, of course, with that mini. We know how deadly he can be, and we see that Luke back there is very low, and this is gonna be hard. You can't get that rest. They don't really have any utilities. Remember how long they've been at the roadside. Purdy goes down to Leo, and this is just bad for SDK right now. It looks like it's gonna be going down between GX and FaZe Clan. We still have Luke, of course, down there, but looks like, yeah, he's just gonna die to the blue. Not gonna be much done from SDK. They were in a bad spot, but now 4 versus 4 here. FaZe Clan versus GX. No one wants to aggress too much right now, but look at it. FaZe Clan, they're making a little push here. Fuzz not really finding CC.
Oh, the head has been taken clean off. Damage has been done. Nade will follow up. CC will be fall. They'll be the first victim. Leo did come back for support. Gustav goes in for the kill. Leo will fall. Fuzzface now spots the 2 on retreat. 5 kills single-handedly. For Gustav comes through, and now all of a sudden GX has just been dismantled. Mao will be the last one. He says, you know what? Let's give it up to the blue. Let's not give away any more points and a final frag to say bye-bye. The win comes in. The win that could not happen last week. Kicks off for FaZe Clan. And I've got to say, for us, like, this team, it's clinical. It's so clean every time. I know every team can have its bad games throughout PUBG, but when you watch FaZe's good games,
All my life I want money and power, respect my mind, no die from last shot. I pray my dick get big as the Apple Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Got